So Chris, my wife and I have a marriage together, and it's a little blended because I have kids from a previous relationship. How can therapy help us out dealing with so many personalities and trying to meet everybody's needs?
Definitely. That's a great question. So, as a licensed marriage and family therapist, I've been trained to view the system, not just the individuals. I believe that the system or the sum are greater than the parts. Therefore, when you identify your entire family, the first thing we would do in counseling is map out what that family looks like in terms of a genogram and identify who the key players are when it comes to closeness or detachment. For example, if there are disagreements or negative emotions between different members within the family, for example, if your wife and the mother of one of your children from a previous relationship are arguing, how does that devalue or reduce quality of life? So we would establish what the goals are. The goal may not be for people to like each other. That's not the goal. More so than how do we reduce tension? How do we prevent an environment that creates anxiety or issues where the children aren't able to spend time with parents because the spouses don't get along? So we want to produce outcomes where everybody can have a high quality of life. And when you think about blended families, a lot of the emotions that tend to fester come from one party or one partner not being able to have a safe environment to say what they want to say. Then two, we look at therapy as a dance. What are the movement? What are the steps? What's the choreography look like? For example, if you were to be picking up one of your sons from a previous relationship, does your wife ride with you? Well, if your wife rides with you to pick your son up, does she have to have interaction with the son's mom? So the transition, that is a very unique thing. I've had couples who were mandated to actually have somebody ride along with them when they picked their child up because there were physical altercations that occurred in the past. And you can see the embarrassment, the shame that kind of follows that. So we want to prevent those moments from happening. So you don't have to like each other. Your spouse and your son's mom don't have to get along. However, there needs to be a level of respect that doesn't impede quality of life. Another concern that I see with blended families are trust issues. If you were intimate, obviously having a child with that person, you were intimate with them in the past, a spouse might say, well, is that flame going to be rekindled? So making sure that you're asking questions to your partner to identify their level of comfort. So a lot of what counseling is going to look like is creating a platform to have a high quality of life, not necessarily people liking each other.